19 minutes away from 1 o'clock now. It's your afternoon show here on Curtin Radio with Jason Jordan. I'm joined in the studio by Laura Bryce, who's the Uni Rep for Health Promotion in Action. We're going to be talking about Are You OK Day. Laura, are you okay?
I'm doing just fine. Thank you so much for having me.
It's important, though, that when we ask that question, that we don't just ask the question as a throwaway kind of line, that when we ask the question, we actually are prepared to listen to the response.
And you know what? That's what Are You OK Day is all about. It's all about creating that really genuine communication between two people and actually checking about, whether your mates, whether your friends, family, even people you see on the street are okay.
Yeah.
And so Are You OK Day started in 2009 by a man called Gavin Larkin, who unfortunately went through quite a rough patch. His father actually committed suicide a couple of years beforehand, so from that he created Are You OK Day, and it's now a national campaign that's happening all across Australia, and it's actually happening tomorrow as well, 14th of September.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, so it's that soon.
Yes, tomorrow.
Really interesting.
Get your skates on. There we go.
Now, I mean, if people want to be a part of this, is it as simple as just making sure that if there's anybody in your life that you even have a twinge of concern about, that you pull them aside and ask the question, and not in a patronising or a condescending kind of way, it's more of a genuine connection, a genuine friendship, a genuine empathy, and asking genuinely, are you okay?
And that's exactly it. And there are 4 simple steps. You just ask, are you okay? Hey, have you been feeling okay lately? You're not the same. Or, if you've got a few prompts to go off. And it's, simple as that. Just saying, taking a moment, pulling them aside, going, hey, are you okay?
What if someone shuts you down straight away? Yeah, I'm fine. All right, I'm fine.
Yeah.
What do we do in that sort of instance?
In that instance, it's a little bit harder, but it's not the end of the world.
We know that they're not fine, and we can tell by their response that they've just, they stonewalled you. You're concerned about them. How can we possibly pursue that in a way that isn't going to make them angry?
So the thing to do is you actually don't be discouraged. Just let them have a breather. And just be there for them. Just let them know, okay, you don't want to talk right now, or, if you ever want to talk, I'm here for you. And that's important, just letting them know that you're always there. If they ever want to talk, if they have an issue that they really need to talk about, or if something's pressing on their mind, they have someone that they can speak to and that actually genuinely cares about them as well.
Is it okay to do it in a non-social context? So in other words, can I do it on Facebook?
Look, it's probably not the best way to go about it, but it certainly is. That's a nice jumping point. That's a nice platform. Just saying, hey, if anyone does want to talk, I'm just letting you guys know there's always someone who'll listen, even if it's just like a quick little, chat over Facebook, or if you want to get into it, then, have a little message, have a chat, conversation. Yeah.
Within our society, there's different groups, and, we have people who go to uni, and we have people who are blue-collar workers, white-collar workers. Let's say that we're in an environment where it's a big group of blokes who are all working on a building site. How well do you think it's going to go down if I turn to one of these beefy fellas and say, are you okay?
It'll be a little bit harder, yeah. Luckily, Are You OK Day, they're prepared for anything.
Yeah.
They've got resources for schools, university students, workplaces, within families as well. We've got a whole toolkit for that. So they have different strategies depending on who you're talking to. So they've figured it out. They've done the legwork for you. All you've got to do is just ask.
You keep saying the word they. Let's talk about that for a moment.
Yep.
So they is obviously something that we got on a website that we could take a look at?
Yes, perfect. Yep, sorry. Are You OK Day? So they have a fantastic resource. If you jump online, or if you jump onto whatever word search you use, the letter R, letter U, OK.org. That's all you have to search
So
up.
it's just RUOK.org.
Yep,
Okay, there we go. That's nice and simple.
And really easy to get to as well. Really easy to breadcrumb the crumb trail around. Sorry, a bit lost for words here, but really easy to navigate around, and it's got everything you need. It's got how to approach a subject, how to talk to a person, and then it's even got some more resources and more numbers that you can contact. So
let's say I'm working in an environment where I'm a junior, and I see that one of the more senior people is struggling. And, it's obvious to me, it might not be obvious to many other people, but is there a strategy for maybe handballing the question to somebody else that is maybe, at an equal sort of status level within the business?
Yeah. Like, you don't want to come across that you're invasive or anything like that. So it is best to maybe get someone else, in that on their radar as well. So So go and approach a friend that you trust,
Yeah.
importantly, and that the person in question also trusts. Find that middle ground, and just bring it up with them, sort of just coax them into maybe getting on your side and just asking them, are they okay? Yeah.
Now, clearly, most of us aren't mental health professionals.
Yeah.
So if I was to say to you, are you okay? And suddenly you just broke down and it all came out, I mean, I can listen and provide a level of empathy, but I'm really not in a position to be able to help professionally.
Yeah.
What happens at that point? What do we do then?
At that point, all that you need to do is just let that person know that you are there for them, you're there for them when they need you as well. So that's the most important thing that you as an individual can do. We also have a few numbers here as well, or a few people that you can contact or pass them on to. We have...
I think we've got, well, at least Beyond Blue is one of the organisations that can help people.
Yeah, Beyond Blue. Their number is 1300 22 46 36. We also have Lifeline, which is 13 11 14, and then Kids Helpline as well, because obviously kids go through, rough patches as well.
And the number for Kids Helpline?
Kids Helpline, 1-800 55 1800.
Now, all of these, when you phone through, it's anonymous. It's sympathetic. It's a listening ear, basically, who's non-judgmental.
It's just someone to coach you through what you're going through and to give you help and provide suggestions and give you a course of action, how you're going to get through this.
Now, of course, it's an important day that makes us think about this, but it's not something that has to only be reserved for this day.
Exactly it. This is just a prompt. This is, okay, on this particular day, bringing it to your attention, ask people if they're okay. And then it's part of the 4 steps. You ask, you listen, you encourage, and then you check in when you're asking people if they're okay. You check in with them, and that's as simple as writing a message in a diary. Just say, okay, it's been a couple of weeks since I've talked to this person, or a couple of days. Just kind of check in. Are you still okay? How are you going? What's up?
Now, you're a relatively young person.
Yeah.
Have you experienced much in the way of sort of depression and that kind of thing around you and your peers?
Look, personally, I have had a few friends. I'm from a country town of Kalgoorlie, Boulder, bit of a country bumpkin, but it's an issue that comes up a lot more in regional towns, and even since I've moved up to Perth, I've experienced, not firsthand, but definitely close friends who've gone through some really hard times, and it's been really hard for everyone. And I think this Are You OK Day really resonates with me because it's an issue that everyone goes through. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter your age group, where you're from, it's gonna have some effect. It's gonna come around at some point.
Yeah, look, I think it's a fantastic initiative, and it's something now that I think has become a regular part of our calendar. And that's great, because that means that we're all becoming familiar with the idea of Are You OK Day. And whilst I do see the occasional meme and joke on Facebook and the like about it, ultimately I think we all understand that this is actually a really important thing, and it's probably the best thing and the easiest thing for us to do for our friends and peers and family.
Exactly it. You just have to be there. You just have to ask, and that's as simple as it is, and everyone can do it.
Well, Laura, well done. It's great to see someone who's just so into this, and if you don't have issues yourself, but you're helping other people, then you're absolutely doing the right thing, and it makes you a good person.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. All right, now let's just give those numbers again. If you are experiencing any kind of issues yourself, depression or maybe even anger, rage, those kinds of emotions, all of those things, you probably need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Beyond Blue again, 1300 22 46 36. The Mental Health Emergency Line, 1300 555 788. Lifeline.
13 11 14, and then again, Kids Helpline, 1-800 55 1800.
And if somebody wants help with a little bit of the prompts and how they can bring themselves into Are You OK Day and do it the right way, they can go to the website.
areyouok.org.
Fantastic. Laura, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, you're quite welcome. 9 minutes to 1 now here at Curtin Radio.